Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another live Q&A, man. Glad to be with y'all tonight. 30-minute session, man. But like a lot to get into, obviously, in these 30 minutes, yo. First off, thank y'all for tuning in. A lot to get into, like I mentioned. First off, you got game 6 of the NBA finals tonight. The Golden State Warriors, excuse me, have a chance to close it out tonight and win, their fourth championship with this core group of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. But Boston at home, Boston at home. So we're gonna see what happened, man. Boston wins. Obviously, we got Father's Day Game 7 NBA championship winner take all, which would be awesome. But if Golden State win tonight, it would be pretty cool to see them capture another championship, considering losing Kevin Durant the free agency, Steph being injured last year, Clay being injured the last couple of years. It would really be a good story for them, winning before Durant, during Durant, and after Durant. Then you got my Atlanta Braves, man, who are just who got the night off tonight, but are just extremely hot right now. 14-game winning streak, have come all the way back and cut the New York Mets lead to 4 games, yo. Just what an incredible run. Obviously we're dealing with the injury to Ozzy Albies, but Arcia stepped up pretty well his first two times. Being asked to start. So we got that to discuss. Obviously, Philadelphia Eagles got a new logo basically today. It's nice, I guess you could call it. But obviously, with OTA is wrapping up and everything, you got training camp in about a month and a half getting started. So we're gonna be getting into football season. And college, got some guys, some big time recruits taking a look at LSU when it comes to LSU football recruiting. Obviously, next month we have the SEC Media Days, which is always interesting. But like or anything else y'all want to talk about, man. Obviously, we got a lot to discuss in these 30 minutes, yo. Glad to be joined by y'all. I know most people probably want to talk about this game tonight, man. Look, it's gonna be a good one, yo. It's gonna be a good one. Very entertaining. It's always fun to watch any sporting event really with so much on the line, especially with a championship on the line or the prospects of a game 7. Winner take all for a championship. So thank y'all all for tuning in, man. Let me start getting into everybody. What's up, Scotty Lutz? Appreciate you tuning in. Warriors fan here. Would love my Golden State Warriors to win the series tonight to release the pressure off of them. Yeah, if I'm a Warriors fan, man, I know a game 7 is at home in their back pocket, but close it out tonight. Like we all remember what happened last time they had a game 7 NBA Finals at home, and they lost to LeBron, Kyrie, and the Cavaliers. So for Golden State, I think tonight is the night that they really need to do the best they could to close this thing out. What's up, Sir Nando 27? Appreciate you tuning in. Curry 32 point. Clay goes for 29. Green will play well as well. Sound like you got a Warriors win tonight too. One thing about Clay, man, is interesting to see how he played tonight. Game 6 Clay is a real thing. Like if you go back and you look at the history of Klay Thompson, he's put on well in game 6s. So let's see how he do tonight, man. And if he do well, obviously Golden State could close this thing out tonight. What's up, Sebastian Gonzalez? Appreciate you tuning in. Sub dude got LSU got some serious talent, bro. We will go back to the playoffs. Watch. Oh, I believe it. Especially we got guys already showing real interest in the LSU right now, some big time recruits. But if Brian Kelly could come out there and we could have a solid year this year, I say like 8 or 9 wins. The future is very bright, man. Because he's an X's and O's coach, and we ain't had that since Nick Saban. So for him, the hard part for him is to get the talent in. Once he get the talent in, I think he's a good enough coach and have a good enough staff for us to really be a real contender, in the near future. What's up, Mike? 196532. Appreciate you tuning in. Sup, brother? Shout out from South. Padre Island, Texas. Hey, appreciate you. Shout out to you too, man. And what's up to everybody out there in Texas, yo? What's good? Sadly, my Cubs not doing well right now. It's funny. I think the Cubs are on what? They on a long losing streak, and the Braves are on a long winning streak right now. Braves and Cubs get a series started tomorrow afternoon. So sorry, but I hope my Braves walk out of Chicago still with the win streak. How you been, dude? Got game 6 Clay goes on. Yeah, man, it's funny because game 6 Clay is a real thing, man. If you go back, you look, Clay's done his thing in game 6. Obviously, if it's a night he go off, it's gonna be the night. Steph Curry obviously gonna get a lot of attention from the Boston Celtics. Andrew Wiggins with the performance he had last game, you would think that Boston would do a little more to try to slow him down. So that could open things up for Klay Thompson tonight. What's up, Title Man 24? Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're doing good, bro. My niece turned 1 year old on Monday, and we are having her birthday party on Saturday. Can't believe it's been a year. I remember I showed you a picture. Yeah, you did, man. Time flies, man. It's been a year already. Wow, man. That's awesome, man. They're truly a blessing, man. Time does indeed fly, man. I mean, I'm tripping off right now. I got a 13 and a 10-year old right now, so time definitely does fly, man. Enjoy them, man. They are truly a blessing. And happy birthday to her too, by the way. Looking forward for Mel Tucker new season. Got a chance to talk to him on campus. He said team is hungry. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Shout out to him in that new contract, man. Like that's a lot of love there, man. I ain't mad at Mel for that, man. Obviously, when we was going through our coaching search, Mel Tucker was somebody I had really, really high on my list. But shout out to him, man. He doing big things over there in Michigan State. And I feel like he's gonna continue to keep it going, man. Pressure did mount up a little bit with the contract, of course, but I think they're gonna do some nice things over there with Michigan State. Only thing, man, you got the Ohio States of the world over there. The Michigan, who just had won a Big Ten title, got finally broke through and got a playoff appearance under Harbaugh. Though Michigan State did beat Michigan this year. But yeah, it's just a lot to get through. But I like Mel Tucker a lot, man. I think he's a really good head coach, and I think he gonna do some good things over there for Michigan State football. Let's see what they're talking about. How many wins LSU get? I'm thinking realistically they could get 9. Um, I know most people will probably say around 8. 8 is probably the more logical number, but they could get 9. You do got Bama. You got them at home, but they are Bama for whatever is worth. You got A&M on the road, which is gonna be tough. Obviously, they got the dream team over there. You got Auburn on the road. That's never an easy place for us to play. You got Florida on the road, which is obviously another place that's difficult to play. So yeah, you got some tough matchups, man. You got Flo, though it's in New Orleans, you do open with Florida State. A game I think LSU should win, but Florida State got some talent over there. Those Florida boys can play, man. So but I say realistically, I think LSU a ceiling could go 9-3 this season, which I think 9-3 this year, considering all the turnover, considering the new coaching staff, lost out on a lot of recruits that we already had because of the coaching change and turnover. And for us to go out there and win 9 games this year, I think would be a real, real big plus. So I say realistic. I think LSU will win 9 games this year. Out of those 4 I mentioned, that Bama at home at and you got Ole Miss, but you got them at home. So whatever that's worth, but they still gonna be tough, high power scoring team. But you out of the Bama at home, A&M on the road, Florida on the road, Auburn on the road. I think LSU win at least one of those games. So I'm gonna say LSU go 9-3 this season. I can't wait for football season. LSU and Saints, hopefully they do good. Well, obviously, I really hope LSU do good. And the Saints, no beef with the Saints. I did see they got some new pretty cool helmets they're gonna rock this year for like one of their games. A black helmet with the gold Florida Elite. Nice little design, man. It's gonna be something different, obviously, for everybody to see. What's up, Amari Thomas? Appreciate you tuning in. I remember when Giants fans were saying they would win the division and how bad the Eagles are and how good they 6-10 team was. And now look at them now quiet and 5 games behind the Eagles. Man, let me tell you something, them Giants fans, man. Them Giants fans, they jokes, man. They got their 2 Super Bowl rings with Eli. Shout out 4 overall, but they 2 with Eli. Shout out to them for that beating Brady twice. But they cried and cried and cried because we didn't let we tanked and didn't allow their 6-10 team to make the playoffs, and then they came back and spent money and had all these things going on, and it just was terrible. Absolutely terrible. The GM is gone. The head coach is gone. The quarterback already got 1 foot out the door. Saquon Barkley is just not healthy and they're not using him the right way. So we'll see, man. I look forward to beating them up every year, man. I have pleasure with that. Though they did get us 1 game last year over there, and just a throw it off. Probably Jalen Hurts' worst game of his career. Well, besides the Tampa Bay playoff game, but looking forward to matching up with them again this year and get the trash talking back and forth. Keyshawn Butte will be a top 15 draft pick in the NFL wide receiver. Oh, that's very possible. Like obviously that is extremely possible. Guy's very talented, man, very skilled, man. Right from around my way too. New Iberia is not obviously not far from around my way. Shout out to him, man. And the thing is with guys like him, what you like to see, he came in obviously highly recruited, 4-star wide receiver, 5 star in some certain outlets or whatever. And when he came in, you technically had Jamar Chase still on the roster. You had Terrence Marshall. You had all these guys, man. And for him to just slowly be patient, and then when his opportunity presented itself, he ran with it. And obviously he's very talented. Hopefully he comes back 100% from this foot injury. But just very talented, man. Fast, got fluid hands, and just all every bit of a first round wide receiver. I think if he has a solid season, don't have to have a great season, but if you have a solid, productive, healthy season, you definitely can see him in that first round, maybe even the top half of that first round. Do you play football? Did you play football growing up? I did. I did. Mostly played wide receiver and safety. Love obviously I wasn't no 4 or 5 star athlete or nothing like that. I feel like I'm much better talking about it than actually playing it. But I did play some football growing up. What's up, Kevin Woods? Appreciate you tuning in. Warriors are showing our heat that adding more firepower players, especially point guard, can help us win the chip. Yeah, man. And it's so tough. It's so tough because now obviously it look like the Warriors do have the upper hand in the series now. But early on in the series, it was kind of a little frustrating because it's like, man, we could have been in this thing and getting it done. There's a lot of smoke behind that Donovan Mitchell thing. Now, the Utah Jazz have come out and said they're not trading him. They are open to trading Rudy Gobert, but they're not open to trading Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell apparently let it be known that he would love to get traded to the Miami Heat. And obviously, you got Dwayne Wade over there, kind of, putting a little bug in his ear, which I'm sure Utah Jazz fans are not very happy about. But I think that's a real thing. I think that's something that, and not saying it's going to happen, but I think that's something that Pat Riley and his front office is really going to look forward to trying to do because I love, and obviously it will cost us Tyler Hero. I love Tyler Hero, man, 6 man of the year. And look, if we don't get Donovan Mitchell, I'll be glad to have running back with Tyler Hero. Hopefully he stay healthy this year. But a guy like Donovan Mitchell, a guy that could just get buckets at any given moment, to go along with a Jimmy Butler, a Bam Adebayo, and all them. If you could get that, you can't pass out on that opportunity. And one thing about Pat, we were close, to basically getting a championship this year. So I feel like, unlike last time when we made it in the bubble and we kind of was quiet that offseason and just ran it back, try to promote guys that we already had to bigger roles. I think Pat will definitely go out there and try to add a big name player to get us over the hump this season or next season. I'm doing a simulation in Madden Day 3-5 right now with Zach Taylor and a nobody QB of the Giants. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure. You know, they just they just not that good, man. Now, granted, Kevon Thibodeau is a nice addition to them. They also got another lineman. I want to say they got was it Evan Neal they got I think out of Alabama. So they got a couple of players in the trenches, but overall, man, Daniel Jones is not a good quarterback. Saquon Barkley is banged enough, and they don't have the greatest wide receiver core secondary. And they main guy they had over the last couple of years is with us now, James Bradbury. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to matching up with the New York Giants again and doing what we normally do to them, man. Though Eli got the two Super Bowl rings and you can't take that away from him. I forgot what the exact record is, but we got a big winning record against Eli Manning as the starting quarterback of the New York Giants. Do you want the Eagles to make another move? And do you think Epps is good enough? I do want another safety. I get it. A lot of people high on Epps. A lot of people think Epps could get it done. And look, he very well may can. But for me as a fan going into it, until I see him out there in the starting role and producing and feeling like, okay, he's not a weak link of the defense. I do want to bring in a veteran safety. And it's not to say that, it still won't happen. They got some veteran guys out there. The closer and closer we get to training camp, how we could bring in if anything, a veteran safety to at least push him and at least battle him for the starting position. Now, if Marcus Epps goes out there and beats out that veteran for the position, then okay, awesome, great. But I don't want to just us to just hand him the job right now because we don't have nobody else or we too cheap to try to bring in anybody else. I do want another safety. Just it would make me a little more comfortable. I'm gonna just say that. I feel like this roster is pretty set. I feel like every other position, the offensive line is deep and strong. Obviously, we good at tight end. We much better at wide receiving with the addition of AJ Brown. Running back Miles Sanders got to pick it up, but obviously we know the talent is there. Jalen Hurts, I know a lot of people gonna feel like he's a question mark, rightfully so. But if he goes out there and gets and plays better and gets continue to get consistent, obviously he's not a weak link. Defensively, you got a deep defensive line that could get after the quarterback. With Kazir White and the Kobe Dean, the linebacker, of course, should be substantially better than it's been the last couple of years. And the secondary with the addition of James Bradbury opposite of Darius Slay, with Avante Maddox in the slot, a veteran Anthony Harris back then, like I mentioned, the other safety position. But the team is, to me, Jake Elliott, who coming off of a very good year. The team is pretty close to complete in my opinion. Nick Sirianni going in the year two. Now I'm not saying it's gonna happen, of course, but Doug Peterson did win a Super Bowl in year two. So I feel like Nick Sirianni, not to say he's gonna win a Super Bowl, but he has a chance to make a big leap, as a head coach. Like that's another thing. We had a rookie. Not only we had a bunch of young players and people that didn't start that much playing last year, but we also had an inexperienced head coach, a coach who done been through it now. Not only him, but also his staff. The defensive coordinator and all those other guys. And I feel like, excuse me, and I just feel like, we got a real chance, man, to be much better. But the safety position with Marcus Epps does concern me a little bit simply because I haven't seen him as a full-time starter be productive yet. Do you think Dak will return to pre-Amari Cooper form this year? Oh yeah, he very well could be. I mean, they got what, CD Lamb and Michael Gallup and those guys. With Amari Cooper, though, he did have his up and down games, man. It was games where Amari Cooper looked really good, and it was games where he left you a lot to be desired. um, especially the type of contract that he had got for himself. But I mean, Dak is a solid, quarterback nowadays. But when you missing a weapon, it does affect your performance. So we're gonna see how he play out there. Obviously, as an Eagle fan, I hope he goes out there and he stinks up the joint. Like, quite honestly, I hope him and the whole team go out there and stink up the joint. But he gonna be okay. But obviously, I don't think he's gonna be as good because you know he's missing that guy. Unless it's time for CD Lamb basically to be the one to come up and be that clear cut, number one wide receiver for them. If they're gonna want to be successful, in the passing game, that's just what's gonna have to happen with them. Let's see. What's up, Malik Beast? Appreciate you tuning in. Dallas Cowboys, they're going to struggle. First off, I hope so, for one. For second off, yeah, they didn't have as great an offseason as say we did. You know, they lost some players, man. They absolutely lost some players. And in some positions they didn't really look to really address them. So we're gonna see how it go, man. And obviously, with this division, which is crazy, since 2002, 2003, nobody has repeated as division champs. And the division champs last year, you named it, was the Dallas Cowboys. So we'll see how that goes. What's up, my friend Mary Martell? What's going on? Hey, Duga, been a minute, my friend. Hope all is well. And the girls, it has been a minute. Thank you so much. Hope all is well with you and your family, man. Shout out to y'all. And yes, everything good with the girls. They're getting big. They actually in their room right now. 13 and 10 years old, man. Chloe 13, Kylie 10. Kylie gonna be 11, next month actually. So they grow fast. They grow fast. They get out the way fast. We just gotta enjoy the ride and guide them, in the right directions in life. But hope all is well with you and your family too. Victoria and everybody over there. Good to hear from you. It definitely has been a minute. Let's see the smart charge. Well, Marcus Smart going with 18 points. They're 2-0 in this series. When he does it, they're 0-3. So obviously they need him. They need him to score. OMG Victoria 12 and needing braces. We good, hot as hell. Wow, 12 years old already, yo. Kylie need braces too. It's ironically she need to get braces too. But yeah, yeah. I could imagine how hot it is over there. It's hot here, so I know it's even more hot over there. Let's see. When do they get off school for the summer? They've been out. They've been out for a while. They've been out for a while now. What's up, Kyle's Takes? Appreciate you tuning in. Yep, wishing Dubs get it done today. Don't want a game 7. I might still be traumatized by 2016. I could imagine, man. Like I said, if I was a Warriors fan, I'd be like, man, get this thing over tonight. Like, we ain't got time for, you know, because if the Warriors lose tonight, 2016 has to creep back in your head if you're a Warriors fan. Now I get it, LeBron James ain't over there, Kyrie Irving ain't over there, but at the same time, it's happened to you before. So obviously, yeah, I know Warriors fans want to get this thing over tonight, and if they don't, I'm sure a lot of them 2016 vibes will creep back into a lot of people's minds. What's up, Aiden Christopher? Appreciate you tuning in. Boston Celtics, they're not getting beat by Warriors like we thought they would. They would be hanging in there. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. I could see it going either way. Obviously, I could see Golden State coming out tonight, getting hot and putting it away. And I could see Boston gritting it out and toughing it out and forcing the game 7 back in the Bay. 97 degrees by tomorrow. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty hot there. But who are you picking for today? Warriors or Seas? Oh, you put me on the spot there, man. Um, if I had to pick somebody tonight, yo, If I had, I would. I think, man, that's a good question, man. Because I really could see it going either way. But if I had to pick somebody, I think Boston force a game 7. I think we're gonna see a game 7 fall. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but I think we're gonna see a game 7 in Golden State Sunday night. The brace is expensive. I have to finance Victoria Thumbsucker since Bert and has an overbite. These kids, man. I think Steph gonna shut it down tonight. Yeah, he could. And with Kylie, with her teeth just like she just had teeth growing on top of teeth. With her, that's her thing. So yeah, they are. Oh, trust me, they definitely are expensive. That's why she ain't got them yet. but eventually she will get them. But yeah, they definitely are expensive, man. God, She not looking forward to getting them. Like I tell her, you're a beautiful girl. You're gonna be beautiful with braces as well. And yeah, I mean, I could see, like I said, I could see it going either way. I think Boston will win, but I could definitely see Golden State pulling it out. Steph Curry with a bounce back performance after a subpar game 6. Game 6, Clay being in full effect. I could see all that going down tonight. So I'm just excited to watch, man. It's cool. Obviously, I wish my Miami Heat were playing, but it's cool to just sit back, watch, and not really have a dog in the fight, but just see a good competitive game. I'm a Lakers fan, and I don't want Game 7. I hate Celtics. We are tied with 17 championships, but I don't want them to get 18. Hey, I completely understand that. I completely understand that. As a Dove fan who wants this to be over with, wishing we get a Steph a bounce back game plus game 6 Clay. Yeah, that's what it's gonna take, and definitely the one of those two things could definitely happen. I'm just ready for college football season. We ready. Me too. Me too. First game got Florida State in New Orleans. I'm gonna see how everything looking for me financially around that time. If everything looking on the up, I may actually attend that game. But it should be a great atmosphere. Obviously, when LSU play in New Orleans, well, anyway, obviously in New Orleans or at Duck Valley, it's always a great atmosphere. But yeah, it should definitely be a real um fun season. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what Brian Kelly could do. LSU has not had, a X's and O's coach since Nick Saban. Les Miles was not an X's and O's type of coach. Coach O was not an X's and O's type of coach. So looking forward to seeing how his team performs with finally getting an X's and O's coach. What's up, Philly? Philly, appreciate you tuning in. Mr. Dugas, how we need to negotiate these gas prices. Man, do he, man. Oh, man. It's crazy right now, yo. Like, you literally got to think about, when you want to go somewhere, you got to think about now, is it even worth it? Like, whereas before, you just hop in your vehicle and you go get whatever you want, go wherever you want and get whatever you want. Now you really got to sit there, uh, negotiate it and see if it's worth it. That's the funny part. Let's see. All right. A couple of more y'all. Then I gotta run. Let's see. I actually seen some Laker fans who was rooting for the Celtics. That's crazy. I don't understand that one. Right. You guys let go of Coach O. Yeah, we had to get him out of there. Coach O done turned into a celebrity on us, so we had to go in a different route. All right, y'all. Last one, Mr. Dugas. Just wondering if you feel the same way that if Chris Middleton didn't get injured, it would have been Milwaukee in the finals. I think if he was healthy, they would have beat Boston. Would they have beaten Miami? Beating us? Not sure. Not sure, but they definitely had a shot, and they definitely would have had a shot to be back to back. But all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in with me for this live, man. I'm gonna try to be back with y'all again tomorrow, sometime around the same time. Don't know a set time, depends on whenever I'm able to get free, but sometime between 5 p.m. Central and 6:30 p.m. Central. I'll just look out. I'll try to get back on around that time. But until then, man, y'all enjoy this game tonight. Be safe, be careful. Y'all have a good evening and good day tomorrow. God bless you. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Go Braves.